Millionaire, the Aussie television stars who claim they've missed out on lucrative royalties. But as Brian Seymour reports, one well-known star did think ahead and is getting her share of the profits.
I do not think that the rest of the cast are insanely jealous. I think that they're a bit pissed off.
I feel disappointed that we don't get anything.
They were television royalty.
Nothing wrong with my milk, and if you don't like it, you can get on home.
Without the royalties.
Not so bloody high and mighty now, are we?
Val Lehman took a star turn on iconic Aussie TV show Prisoner as triple murderess B. Smith. She was a standout for another reason. Val was one of the only actors of the day to think about what the show might be worth in the future.
I don't know if it was rare, but certainly it occurred to me that it was not a good idea to give away something that didn't exist yet.
Of course, they bloody got through.
DVDs, I never thought of DVDs. I don't think DVDs were even thought of. The only thing there, I think, were VHS tapes, and I'm sure people would have copied them, so why would you sell them?
Without them sending a search party out there.
Tom Richards from Sons and Daughters was paid for his work in each episode, along with a cast of actors we all grew up with on shows that made the network and the production houses a fortune.
Grundys must have been well rewarded for making Sons and Daughters. They took the gamble. I mean, they put up the blank page and typed all the words in the story, and they put the money up front.
Far from being bitter, Tom is glad one of his colleagues did cash in.
Val Newman was a very clever person to get that. I mean, if I was in the show, Prisoner, and not getting any royalties, I suppose I'd be very unhappy, but you've got to give her 100 marks or 100% great effort to even think of that.
It isn't widely lucrative, and if I had been greedy, I would have foxed the entire project. So I wasn't greedy, and I'm on a very, very, almost as tiny as you can get percentage.
Yeah, well, certainly back in those days, yeah, look, it's a big risk, but now it's very much commonplace.
Talent agent Sean Anderson from 22 Management looks after the likes of Jennifer Hawkins, Jodie Gordon and television stars including David Koch. He says you never know where the next big money spinner will come from.
We've become a very attractive country for feature films, for TV programs. You see a lot of the UK reality shows are now filming in Queensland.
While today's stars often negotiate royalty agreements, few ever benefit from them, for one good reason that remains unchanged in television.
I'm sure there's probably, been 10 times as many, shows that haven't done well, where people have negotiated a very good, royalty arrangement which has not seen the light of day.
Just forget it, let it go.
It's almost like the Jerry Seinfeld situation with Seinfeld. He continues to earn millions of dollars every week in royalties from a show that finished production 10 years ago.
Sean isn't sure how much Val reaps from her Prisoner royalties, she won't say. But with the show still a hit in the UK and Europe, DVD sets out and a return season on pay TV, she's anything but a prisoner to her past.
I've read a lot about Betty Davis and how she negotiated her contracts, and a few other actresses that have influenced me over the years. And also I happen to be an actor that always reads every single word of every contract that I sign when I'm working.